Welcome in, y'all. Papa Tez with another Summoner's Glory video, and today I want to talk about Evoing. So I know for some people, they're just getting started in the game, so they're wondering, okay, how do I Evo? So let's get into it. All right, so first things first, when it comes to Evoing, one of the things I like to do is just, especially if I know that I'm not full, we'll get a couple of summons out here just to make sure that I have some food and fodder. Now, one thing that I like to do first before I do anything is I like to go through all of my champions, all of my phantoms, and make sure that I lock anything that I want to keep. Okay, that is extremely important. I'm gonna say that again. I want to make sure to lock every single thing that I want to keep. All right, you may ask me, okay, well, why are you locking everything that you want to keep? Because I don't want to yeet anything that I don't want. All right, and I'll show you why. So let's first go click on the hamburger menu. Let's go to phantoms. We have a couple. So as you see, pretty much everything that I don't want to have yeeted, I have it locked already. As you see, I got a couple of threes that I already have built up. I have this one that I'm building up next because I don't really plan on using Alia. That's just my personal preference. But as you see, I got all these other ones locked here. See, I got that SS Karora right there. So one thing that I like to do here is I like to go into each individual category and take a look myself. So as you see, most of those SSs are locked. Somebody like him, he's unlocked because I'm most likely, I'm probably going to end up eating him, right? And then some of these S's I don't have locked up just yet. But some of them I will end up getting locked up. So like, for example, this is one that I'm going to lock up probably because I think, no, I didn't have any evolutions into him, but I plan on keeping him regardless, even as an S. Same thing with Merlin. I plan on keeping him even as an S, but I'm not really looking into my S's right now, right? Most important thing for me is my SS's because I'm not really using my S's as much right now. They're kind of sitting. I'm using most of my SS's right now, and I'm using my A's just as you would for the most part, fodder material. However, if you are a free-to-play player or you're a low spin player, you may want to look into keeping some A's. I will explain that in a completely different video, but you may want to look in keeping some A's, especially for somebody that you really plan to use. So for example, somebody that I would consider keeping an A for, which I may actually already have an A kept for, is Prometheus, which no, I don't think those, because I have enough S's, right? But this would be somebody I would consider keeping an A for. Yes, the S and the SS are definitely more powerful, but that doesn't mean that you can't do things with the A. And you also have the option to Evo transfer along with that stuff. So yes, it is a little bit of a cost, a little bit of a payment, but I think though, as far as like getting through content, you may, on some pieces of content, think about that. But by that period of time, you may already have that person fully maxed out, at least as an S or maybe as an SS. So that could also be a mute point. But again, that's something that I think about for some, or even if you're doing like multiple team comps where you put in two of the same, you may consider doing that. But I don't think there's as much of a lock in that as it used to be. So for the most part, you're pretty much okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go over to Fast Evo. So the first thing that I'm gonna uncheck is the SS because I don't wanna look for any SS's. But I'm gonna check the A's. Why? Because I want to get my A's. I'm using them as fodder right now. So I'll check quite a few A's here. I'll probably do 12 just because I'm ready to go on doing 12 of them right now. Actually, we'll go all the way up to 16 just so that I have them ready to go. All right. And now I already had an SS that was ready to go, right? So as you see, I have two SS's. So what I did is I went here under the one, and you see the SS's here. As you see them, of course, this Karura, I don't want to eat that. There's a few of these that I don't want to eat, but this guy, for right now, I'm pretty much eating. So I have the SS and the A check because that's the only thing that I want to see as far as my evolutions. So I'll rank this SS up to rank 1, and then I'll go into the rank 2 session. So as you see now, you notice that that SS showed up inside of here. And that's basically what I'm looking for. That's what I want right now. As of right now, I only need one other. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the one SS, and always check and make sure these are all A. They're all A's. You don't want any of the S's in there. Why? Because your SS's basically are going to be used for later on in further evolutions. So we go ahead and grab that. Now I have my SS and we're good to go. And as you see here, I go into the 3s. So I already did my A's the same way. So taking my A's from rank 1 and rank 2, which is uncheck the S, get the A done there, and then get the A's done here. And then bam, you can go all the way up here to this portion. Now again, I want to make sure that this is turned on correctly so that it gives me exactly what I'm trying to level, what I'm trying to do here. All right, so bam, we got that covered. Let's go ahead and do the SS there. All right, we're good to go. All right, so as you can see, I have all of my 3s ready to go. So I got those ready to go. Why? Because evolution wise, if I go and click on who I'm trying to evolve here, you need 1 3-star of same quality in any element. So these are my foods. Go ahead and evolve, and then bam. Now I have my Black Taria at 4. Then I have my Black Swan, who is next. Go to evolution, rank her up, bam, done. Now as you see, there is a certain amount or a certain material that you're using as you're evolving. As you see, like that rank 2 fire spirit, you may not have as much access to the rank 2 fire spirits, right? But you do have access to the rank 1 spirits. So if you click the hamburger menu, no, not hamburger menu, if you click on activity and you click on elemental lord, you'll see the Lord of Fire, Wind, Darkness, and Water. So let's just click on Lord of Darkness, for example. And as you can see, you can come in here and farm out this stuff. Now, from what I've heard, we don't really know which one is the best so far. We'll have to do some tests and really check out and see what's really going on, right? Because it is kind of new. A lot of the things on the server has been updated. So we'll have to take a look and figure out what's good and what's good to farm for the rank 1s. But once you have enough rank 1s, you can go into the hamburger menu, click on craft, go down to elemental materials. And then as you see, I got about 200 of this stuff. Just turn it up inside of your, once you complete the stage and 3-star it, you can turn it up inside of your battle assistant and then click, and then you're good to go. So for the rank 2 ones, I can go craft, and I knew that I need 6 per phantom that I'm leveling up, and then bam, I can go ahead and get that done. So that's just to show you kind of like the entire leveling process that I'm working through, at least to get you up to Evo IV. So one thing that I want you all to pay attention to, this is also really, really huge, okay? Your A's and your S's should never go past Evo III, okay? Your A's and your S's should never go past Evo III. Why? Because at that point, it's going to waste resources on your account, because you will have to go get time keys, which you can buy out of the shop. If you take a look here at the shop, time key, 500 of the gems. Or I think you also can buy a pack that gives you a time key, if I remember correctly. This one here. So you can buy 2 time keys for $5. So that's a waste of either your gems as resources, or that's a waste of getting that biggie meal from Wendy's. You might as well feed your stomach instead, right? Instead of wasting that. So be very careful when you're doing the Evos, the 1s and the 2s. If you're getting rid of S's, if you're getting rid of your A's, take them to Evo II, but do not take them past Evo III. You're gonna want your SS Phantoms, the ones that you're not using, after you've gone through your account and locked everything that you need, along with skilling up everything that you need or everything that you want out of your SS Phantoms, and then you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be in a good spot. So it's okay to use the fast Evo system, especially if you're using it right and using it correctly. Thank you guys so much for coming in and stopping in this video. I hope it makes it a little bit easier for anybody that's new as far as understanding how to do the Evo system. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I would be glad to answer them. You can also, again, come down into the Summoners Glory Discord. I know for like the past couple of videos, I make sure to put the Summoners Glory Discord down below. That's where, of course, you can ask any of us who are playing any questions so that you can get off to having a great start on your account. I hope y'all have a great day and thank you so much for coming in. Peace.